Do you want to know how to get people to watch your video all the way through? Do you want to know how the pros get people to watch their videos and actually take action? There are three psychological triggers that I've honed in on that I get people to watch to the end and also to take action on what it is that you are doing. So if you are creating videos and you want more views, you want more people to take action and actually become a lead, then you want to make sure that you stick around until the end, because I think the last point that I'm going to share with you is very important and it's necessary in order to get people to view what you have. So let's dive into number one. And this is a big one that will help people to watch or keep them watching your video. And that is curiosity. And you've maybe referred to this before. I've referred to this before as open loops. And if you're not sure what an open loop is, if you watch movies, movies create open loops all the time. Open loops are they're very powerful, because what they do is they'll drop a hint, and what'll happen is you have to stick around till toward the end of the movie where they close that, where you're wondering, oh, I wonder what happened with that. And then at the end, they bring it around and they give you the answer. And that is meant to keep you engaged and keep you into the movie. The same thing can be applied to your videos. Open loops are very powerful. Now, if you were paying attention, when I opened this video, I told you, you want to stick around and wait till the last point, because it's a very powerful point that gets people to watch your videos. And that's exactly what I did there, was create an open loop. The Travel Channel actually does this a lot with their top 10 destinations or beach destinations. I've seen this many times where they will count down from 10 to get you to watch. So they count down from 10 and you're wondering, is my state or is my city in there? Is my favorite beach in there? And they'll count down, but the open loop is, boy, you really want to see who number one is. So you're going to stick around. So curiosity and open loops are a huge part of making people watch your videos, because as humans, we hate unanswered questions. If we have a question, we are dying to get the answer. We want the answer, especially when we're looking for information or we want to get to somewhere. So you can use these. Really, they're like a tease. They get people to stick around and they're very important. Okay, now the cool thing is when you combine the curiosity with your hook, and you just get better and better the more videos that you create. Okay, so number two psychological trigger that will get people hooked to your videos is relatability. Okay, I love what my buddy Ray Higdon says. He says to help the person you used to be. And that to me is such a great way to put it, because people relate to others that have gone through similar situations. Now, here's the reality, okay? Not everybody that watches your videos are going to like you. They may not even relate to you. They may not have a similar relatability to you. But what can happen is the ones that are relatable to you, those are going to be your best viewers, your best prospects, your best leads. And those are the people that we're really searching for. So relatability, it happens through people are drawn to people that they relate with. People are drawn to those that have similar circumstances to maybe what they're dealing with. Maybe you went through a really bad situation and you came out on the other side a victor, and you can go out there and share that story, and other people can relate to it because maybe they're going through something very similar as well. And you're able to help them through that by sharing with them some good points or things that can help them. So relatability is huge. And this is why telling your story is so highly effective. Telling your story is so important. It means so much. And it's through the power of your story that will get people to relate to you. And this is a psychological trigger, because what happens is when people hear your story and they hear the thing that helped you and the things that you went through and the anguish and the things that went on in your mind, and you share that story, people immediately can relate to that. So learning to tell an effective story creates relatability, which is a psychological trigger that gets people hooked to watching what you're talking about. This is so key. Let's get into number three. And number three, this is the one I told you that is incredibly powerful, and that's social proof. Now, if you're not sure what social proof is Social proof is something that you can always use in your marketing, in your videos. Social proof is really where people see that other people are doing it, or they're having results, or other people are vouching for it. And that is something that is very powerful because third party credibility really can make or break whether people want to see what you're talking about. So, one of the great ways to create videos is around case studies. Even interviews are very powerful. Okay. Social proof can be created doing interviews. One of the things I see that people, they don't necessarily think that they're important, but interviews are incredibly powerful. You know, when you can pull somebody in, let them share their story, that's going to suck in your audience and they're going to want to watch and hear the story of this other individual. But the cool thing about it is that when you bring someone else in front of your audience to share something really cool or share their story, your audience begins to also look at you as a trusted resource. And what that does, when you become a trusted resource, you actually become elevated in their mind as an authority. Okay. And this is where a lot of people think, why would I want to promote somebody else when I'm trying to promote me? But you don't understand that when you are promoting someone else or you're giving someone else your stage, so to speak, and you're providing social proof, you're providing somebody who's sharing their story, but you're also elevating yourself in your prospect's mind because they now know that they can come to you for trusted information. And the more you do that over time, the more you create a trust with your audience where they want to hear what you have to say. And if you're making a recommendation, they're going to trust it because there'll be those times when you want to promote something and they're going to say, you know what? He or she has been an amazing resource. This is something I've been looking for, and I truly want to check it out. So that's what it is. These 3 points, very important. Curiosity is huge. Creating open loops. Open loops are so huge, and they're things that you truly want to focus on and learn how to implement in your videos and add them to your hooks. Those can really create a major sticking point for people in your videos. And also relatability. Tell your story. Tell your story and how it relates to your business and how it relates not only to your business, but how can it help the other person as well? Because ultimately it's about them. It's not about you, but you can use your story to fuel your mission to help other people. And then number 3 is social proof. Social proof is so important and it means literally everything. All right. So if you got some value from this, do me a favor and comment below and let me know. When you're creating videos, you want to have a call to action that lead people somewhere. If you want to learn how to use email marketing, make sure you click the link below, check it out, and get started. This Thursday, I am doing a training called Email Marketing Strategy Secrets in my private community. You can get in there and join us for the training. The Fearless Influencer Academy, we do monthly trainings. We do marketing training. This is hardcore marketing. If you really want to get into really understanding what the 6 and 7 figure earners are doing in their businesses online, then you definitely want to check it out. All right. Great seeing you. We'll see you in the next video and check the link below.